14 seconds to go. 31-31. Matt dodged the punt. Gets a high snap. Gets it away. It's a knuckler. Jackson takes it at the 35. Picks it up. Looks for running room. He's at the 40. He's at the 45. Midfield. He's at the 40. He's let it go. Deshaun Jackson. I don't care if he jumps, dives. He's running around. And he's in the end zone. And there's no time. And the Eagles win. The Eagles win. This is Miracle in the Middle is number 2.
Most people think of entertainment as a visual experience, but without sound to go with those visuals, it's difficult to follow anything presented. With sports being the prime entertainment of today's society, it's very important that these sports have good broadcasters to complement the game while the viewer watches. I've asked Mr. King, who is the Assistant Athletic Director and Sports Information Director at Alvernia, a few questions about his stance on broadcasting.
What are the most important attributes to becoming a successful announcer?
Well, these attributes, I'm going to go into a little bit more detail that's going to go beyond just being an announcer. It's going to be stuff that pertains to success in life and school and sport. That, to me, it's attention to what you're doing and thinking. It's an awareness, right? Awareness is a word I use with people all the time. You got to be aware of what you're trying to do and then how to do it. So it's paying attention to those things, paying attention to the detail of how things get done and being aware of what you want to do. And then, as we've hit on a couple of times here, when it comes specifically to being attributes of an announcer, be compelling, be able to tell a story, know when to talk, know when to kind of shut it down and let the video carry what you're trying to do. And be knowledgeable about your topic, know what you're talking about. Those are all those things. And again, I'd reiterate with that question. Every time I get that question, I want people to understand that it is a bigger picture thing. It's things that make you successful in class and in sport. Those are the same things that are going to make you successful as a commentator or an announcer or anything you want to do in front of or behind the camera.
As Alvernia looks to bolster its credibility in the communications major, Mr. King hopes to use that effort to enhance Alvernia's sports networking.
So it's an opportunity, right? It's an opportunity to, again, as I said before, learn something in a classroom setting and apply it in a real world setting or a professional setting. And this is a comfortable setting, right? Because the students, they're going to know our spaces. We're not sending them out to deal with somebody that they've never met before. It's a comfortable opportunity where they're more than likely talking about somebody that they have a class with, somewhere else on campus, or they eat lunch or dinner with every day, people they hang out with. And then if we can work together with communications, which is something that we want to do a little bit more intentionally in the very near future, to develop curriculum and classes and education that puts the student in a position to jump right in front of or behind the camera to, again, take advantage of what the digital age has brought us in terms of marketing and PR for the university. And just getting our games out there. And if you can learn that in the classroom, and we don't have to teach you that on the job, right? You're a step ahead, right? It allows us to be more efficient in what we're trying to produce as a final product.
How do you think Alvernia can improve its efforts to integrate announcing into the major communications?
Well, I think I treat that opportunity like any one of our coaches is going to treat their team. So I view it as a recruiting opportunity. Again, in the same vein that if you can learn the tips and the tricks and the techniques in a classroom setting and then apply them, if that's something that you have learned or done or had experience with in high school before you even get to college, right? You think about colleges as kind of 4 years to continue to practice what you've been doing. And if I need to take the entirety of year one to teach you what you're doing, then I get 3 years after that of your kind of constant improvement. That's okay. But if you come in with that knowledge and experience as a high school junior, then senior, then in your freshman year of college, and we hit that ground running, then I've got an additional year at least of these students to be producing quality content.
Broadcasting is not only an important part of sports, but a necessary one, and a great announcer will always keep fans on the edge of their seats.
The Philadelphia Phillies are 2008 World Champions of Baseball.